Good day, viewers. Once again, this is Com Herbal TV, where the secret is revealed for the liberation of humanity. One thing for sure that me want to reveal this divine secret is to make my fellow friends and family, my subscribers on Com Herbal TV, to what? Be alert and be more powerful. This secret I'm about to reveal is a divine secret that will make you to once again be what? Highly alert and what? Divinely protected upon you and descendants. This secret will make you to have upper hand over the enemy. Then what? Breakthrough, financial prosperity, favor. Good luck will be coming in and always. This is Com Herbal TV, where the secret is revealed for the liberation of humanity. If you're a new person here, I want you to subscribe and share, and what press the like button so that anytime we share, me reveal things to you on what? On the channel, you get more information about it. So what am I going to talk to you today about? Today, the secret I'm about to reveal is when or while man sleeps, what the enemy does. And the sleeping doesn't necessarily mean lying down sleeping. It is a spiritual issue. You need to work in your life in this era of times, because a whole lot upon people ask me why there are these problems that is always getting them at the end time when they're about to get this breakthrough. I'm going to show you these divine secrets. You know it, and you become more powerful, and no evil once again can come to you again in descendants for ever and ever. So the main purpose of this teaching is that love not sleep, but what? Quicken to divine prosperity and longevity and prosperity. So once again, let's go and open your Bible to the King James Version aspect. I'm going to reveal this step by step. You know it, and you what? Never be a victim of shame again. But divine what? Prosperity, favor, good luck will be coming in always. So when you open the Bible to Matthew chapter 13, now all upon people these days are not serious again, and because of that they have problems. You can easily solve your own problems. You are not supposed to even call anyone for help. You can guess what? Solve your own problems in life and be happy forever with this secret formula I'm about to reveal to you. Love not sleep. Love not sleep. So go to the Bible on Matthew chapter 13, verse what? 24 going. Matthew chapter 13 in the Bible, the King James Version. Verse what? Matthew chapter 13, 24. Let's go to 28. So 24 says, Matthew chapter 13 verse what? This is Com Herbal TV. This is Fantima TV. And this is Com TV. Matthew chapter 13 verse 24 to 28 says, and the parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man who sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. Verse 26. But when the blade was spring up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So the servants of the householder came and said unto him, say, didn't not thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence then hath it tares? He said unto them, an enemy had done this. The servant said unto him, Will thou then that we go and gather them up? I get in it, ladies and gentlemen. You see, this parable of the sower is he sowed good what? Seeds of wheat. It can be maize, it can be good sowing, financial planning, programming your life and career and descendants. But the enemy, whilst you slept, that is, whilst you were not spiritually concerned about your life and career, by checking to know the protocols of the life of this world, the enemy came forth and did what? Planted discord, planted mayhem, and planted destruction among the seed. You can find out that you are in the workplace, planning good mind, you have a clean heart, and all of a sudden, because you are not spiritually inclined, you are not sowing good seeds to people, you are not saying good words to people, you are not what? Helping people. When the enemy sees that you are progressing, even at your shop, your market is booming, and you are not doing the necessary consultations on the type of prayer you should be praying, and you are relaxing, thinking that what will be, you find out that the enemy always comes forth. And because you don't have this spiritual backing, the enemy will start to what? Sow tares. That is, sow mayhem, problems, confusion into your life and career. God deliver us from such evil. And the weapon fashioned of the enemy against us, the Lord God Almighty return it back to the sender 1,000-fold. So it's good that man need not to sleep, but you need what? To rise forth in life and become more productive and powerful always in prayer. A lot of this generation of people nowadays don't love praying. What they just need is relaxing, thinking that is all. You need to really pray a lot so that more benefit of blessings, favor will be coming in always. This is Comb Herbal TV, where the secret is revealed for the liberation of humanity. This is Phantom TV, and this is Comb TV. So when the enemy saw that what you sown, what you invested, what you planned is going to yield forth, they use enchantments, divination, enchantment, and what? To know about your destiny. Whilst you are far away in a far country, they'll sit in their house with a spiritual pot and calabash trying to read you. So the moment you see that this is now what he is going to achieve, the things that he sowed, this is the prosperity coming forth. Do you know what they do? So they'll go and buy these mixed food dams, go and pray against you. So then will get some amount of money, certain number of money, and pray against you and give it to a particular beggar. And you find out that what you are going to get will come hard. But with prayer and sacrifice, you'll find out that when they do that, it will backfire the enemies. And you'll find out that, how come? We did this against him, we're not seeing the results. He's very powerful. When men are slept, a lot of demonic operations goes on. So it is good to what? Get access to prayer, protection, like the thunder fire soap, the back to sender soap and oil dams, and be praying. Even whilst I slept, you'll find out that no enemy will be able to penetrate in. You'll find out that every weapon fashioned of the enemy coming will backfire. And you'll find out that enemies will just be dying, getting accidents, getting stroke, and getting so much evil upon themselves, of which what? They'll start to what? Tremble. So when this man sowed this good tares, according to the Bible in Matthew chapter 13 verse 24 to 28, you find out that a man sowed good what? Wheat on the field of the farms. And the enemy knew that this farm fruits, that this wheat plant coming forth is going to yield much fruits. He did what? He sowed tares inside it. So that what? The tares will now become parasite to the plants. At the same time, what? Will cause destruction to the plants or the wheat. So that what? The yielding you were expecting, you can't get it. God save us from that. Ya Hayyu Abais, Ya Kaharu, Ya Jabbaru. In the name of Yeshua, we are delivered from evil. We live forever in prosperity. May long life be upon me and descendants. May long life prosperity be upon me and my subscribers. May we prosper. Any weapon fashioned of the enemy against us may return back to sender. May we progress and become exceedingly joyful and powerful and rise up in life in victory and favor for ever and ever. So what secret am I about to reveal to you? How to get the upper hand over the enemy whilst you slept. So the enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat, good wheat. You see, an enemy doesn't deserve to live. The enemies of our life will be destroyed completely to Hades. In the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, by the power of the Almighty El Elyon, all our enemies will perish. Those who think evil against us. And once again, if you go on to Ezekiel chapter 33, verse what? 16 to what? 28. Ezekiel chapter 3. Let's go there. I'm going to reveal you the divine secrets and this secret formula. You will forever be the most divine protected person on earth, and all enemies will bow, and you will know that it is God and His mercy endureth forever. So we are going to Ezekiel in the Torah, now the Old Testament, Ezekiel chapter 3. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 33. Ezekiel chapter 33, verse what? 1 to 7. I'm revealing this secret gradual by gradual process. You hold on. You get what I'm saying. Ezekiel chapter, let's go to First Kings. Hold on. First Kings. I want to break this down so that you get what I mean. Sometimes the enemy would like to confuse you. You will not get it. So now let's go to First Kings chapter 3, verse what? 16 to what? First Kings chapter 3, verse what? 16 to 26. He says what? Then came two women that were harlots unto the king and stood before him. And the one woman said, O my Lord, I and this woman dwell in one house, and I was delivered of a child with her in the house. And it came to pass the third day after that I was delivered, that this woman also delivered also, and we were together. There was no stranger with us in the house, because she overlaid it. That is, the other woman overlaid light on the newborn child that she and killed it, the child. And she arose at midnight. Somebody say midnight. Midnight. That is when you are slept, when you sleep. And the other woman who lied on the child came, brought her child that she lied on and killed, because she's a careless woman, doesn't have take good care of the children, lied and killed the child, and so that no, I need not to. I did a terrible mistake that I have to change this child. So she saw that the other woman was sleeping, so she sent what? Her child to the other woman. You listen. That was 1 Kings chapter what? 3 verse 16. And she arose at midnight and took my son from beside me. Because she was sleeping, the other woman came and took her child beside her. While thy handmaid slept. Whilst what? Thy handmaid slept. And laid it in her bosom. And laid her dead child in my bosom. God save us. Are you getting it? So the other woman came with her child that she lied on and killed to the other woman while she was sleeping, the complainant. And then what? Took her child from her. And as a king, then I came to the king who is to settle this problem. And when I arose in the morning to give my child sack, like when she woke in the morning, wanted to give breast to her child, behold, it was dead. God save us and descendants. None of us dies. None of our children dies. They live forever up to old age. In the name of Yeshua, and for the sake of Muhammad Rasulullah, for the sake of Sheikh Ahmed Tijan, Sheikh Ibrahim and Yans, Sheikh Abdullah Mekaro. But when I had considered it in the morning, behold, it was not my son, which I did bear. And the other woman said, Nay, but the living is my son, and the dead is thy son. And this said, No, that the dead is thy son, and the living is my son. I get in it. Verse they spoke before the king. Then said the king, the one said, This is my son, that liveth, and thy son is the dead. And the other said, Nay, but thy son is the dead, and my son is the living. And the king said, Bring me a sword. While you were arguing over this issue, this one is my son, this one is not your son, this one, the dead is your son, this one, the living is my son. The king now said, No, before I can settle and know the truth, bring me a sword. And they brought a sword before the king, a very sharpened, wild, shining sword, white sword, shining like silver. And the king said, Divide the living child into two, and give half to the one and half to the other. Then spake the woman whose the living child was unto the king, for her vows, said, Yield upon her son, and said, O my lord, give her the living child, and in no wise slay it. But the other woman said, the other woman who overlaid the child, the wicked woman said, but the woman said, Let it be neither mine nor die, but divide it. So you see the plot of the enemy. When they come into your life, what do they want? They want to cause what? Destruction to your what? Fruitfulness. They also want to what? Divide what you possess. That's when you are sleeping, they're planning to do. The plot of the enemy whilst you sleep is that they want to spoil what you have sown, planted. Two, they want to what? Share what you possess. And at the same time, they want to be smiling and laughing at you. Because if this was divided, this was divided, the woman would have lost the child, and she would go home smiling, saying that I don't want to have lost the child. By her recklessness. You see the plan. So when the king said, Give me a sword, that I will divide the living child among them, the king knew something. He knew that the real mother will not agree to this. So she wanted to know what will happen. The real mother said, no, felt the pain of the child, the investment she did over the moms. And no, do not kill the child, but rather give the living child to the woman. I'll take it like that, and I'll be humble. And the king now knew that, and the other woman who wasn't the child of the child said that they should divide the child, so none of them will have the child. That means she's a murderer, she's a wicked harlot, and she's a demon. That's an enemy. This woman need not to be with the other woman in the same house or area again. This woman need to be given exile to a different nation or country or region. Because it's an enemy. She's a demon and need to be what? Sent away. So the enemy always wants to divide, also get a share of what you carry, the blessings that you carry or possess. Shout out to my friends in America, Britain, China, Kimmy Dems, Carolyn, Dennis Williams Dems, all friends and family in the United States, Britain, Netherlands, Denmark, New Zealand, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Ghana, Burkina Faso. Shout out to my friends in Brazil, Argentina, Venezuela. Shout out to my friends in Trinidad and Tobago, and Arima, Anne and friends and co. Laura in America, Washington, California. My friends Laura, Catherine, Roslyn. Shout out to my friend Sarah in Britain, America. Yeah, man. So this secret, when you know it, you know that even the enemy doesn't joke. So you have upper hand. So when man or woman are slaved, the enemy always want to take or carry your blessings. They are envious of you, the enemy. So whilst you are slept, they want to come to frustrate you by taking what you possess and giving you the bad things, so that you what? One, lose what you are having, or get your own inheritance half of who you were supposed to get it full. You see that the enemy doesn't want you to rest. They always want you to cry. So you need to wake up always and pray to the Almighty El Elyon. Get your candle, pray Psalm 91, always 77 times or 27 times or 7 times before the rising of the sun. Psalm 91. Of the holy name Eli or El Elyon. You find out that all plot of the enemy, whether midnight or daytime, any plot of the enemy against you will perish. You can pray Psalm 91 7 times or 77 times inside the what? The rocky salt. I get in it. The rocky salt. And you get a round pebble stone. If you are a man, you get 9 pebble smooth stones like this finger, the pebble stone by the seashore. 9 pebble stones. You can get some in the market, supermarket. Or go to the riverside or the seashore and get the smooth stones. If a man gets 7, 9. Woman gets 7. Or you can get what? 30 of these round pebble stones smooth like this hand. And get what? A woman get 31 of them. Add it to the salt stones. Pray Psalm 91. Always. Before the rising of the sun. Inside the salt and what? Rocks. Put inside water and be bathing always. And after bathing, you remove the rocks. Add salt again every day. And be doing these prayers, make sure the water bathing. Inside a rubber bucket. They will plan and they will fail. They will all be destroyed and annihilated. Or you get the thunder fire soap. Or the back to sender soap and oils. I get in it. So whilst men are slept, the enemy will sow tares, will sow thorns in your field. So that's why you need to be praying. So anytime they put in the tares will backfire to ashes and be destroyed completely. by the thunderful blast of the Holy Ghost fire. In the name of Yeshua, our enemies will all burn to Hades, and we will live up to old age and become always green like these green leaves and green herbs forever and ever. Long life, prosperity is our portion forever and ever. In the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. At the same time, let's go to Ezekiel chapter 33 verse 1 to 7. Ezekiel, the book of Ezekiel is in the Old King James Version. Love not sleep when men are slept. A whole upon meetings go on concerning your life and destiny. That's why you need more divine sacrifices, so that the dragons and the powers will be around us forever, destroying all the enemy plots, demons, witches and wizards who are planning evil. We find that we'll be using them as sacrifice, and we'll live forever and ever. Yeah, we use enemies for sacrifice, yeah, man. And they'll continue to perish in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. Another secret from number 1 revealed is go to Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 1 to 7, which says, Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy children, and say unto them, When I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when they see the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But when he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take away any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. Are you getting it? So it's good that I give warning to the people to rise up and pray always, to have the note of victory as I'm doing. So that when you do this prayer of the Psalms that I'm teaching with the stones, baffled with this Psalm that I'm telling you 7 times with the Old King James Version, as I've warned you always, you find out that you have divine power, victory, protection over the enemy. You find out that the enemies who are fighting you, planning evil against you, or perishing, whilst you'll be succeeding. This is Comb Herbal TV, where the secret is revealed for the liberation of humanity. May long life, prosperity, good health, sound mind be our portion. You need to be a man of prayer. You need not to be sleeping. You need to know and call upon and declare the right prayer of what? Protection. So that any part of the enemy against us who were annihilated. Be not as the sleeping people. Pray. Let the fire of the Holy Spirit be round about us forever, O El Elyon, and descendants, and save us from the hands of the enemies. And the weapon fashioned of the enemy against us may return back to the enemy thousandfolds. And I've taught you a lot on Comb Herbal TV, and I'll continue to teach up to old age. And even in other channels, the Fatima TV, the Comb TV. I get in it. If you see that I don't even show it, I'll show it. I've downloaded a lot of videos. So once I see that a lot of people are viewing, getting more subscribers, I'll be releasing the videos, telling my guys to be sending them. So that you also learn and prosper and become great. So I want us to now get this chapter. We live up to old age. We are unkillable and we are undieable. No weapon fashioned of the enemy against us back to sender. So let's go to love not sleep. You're sleeping, that's why your promotion is delayed. You're sleeping, that's why someone is taking away your lover. You are sleeping, that's why always mayhem at the office. Rise up, get the secret sources. Get consultation. Seek for knowledge. Seek for guidance. For more divine protection and power. Love not sleep, for the enemy sleepeth not. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 56, verse 9 to 10. Isaiah chapter 56. Isaiah chapter 56, verse what? 9 to 10. Who says what? Isaiah chapter 56, verse 9 to 10. Who says, all ye beasts of the field, come to devour. Yea, all ye beasts in the forest. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark. Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. I pray in the name of Yeshua, any weapon fashioned of the enemy against I and my descendants, subscribers, friends, well-wishers, any plot of the enemy against me and my descendants, subscribers, well-wishers, I pray by the sword of the Almighty, will slice all our enemies and send them all to Hades. And may victory, prosperity, favor, good luck, promotion be our portion forever. May we rise and excel in life, prosper, become very powerful. I get in it, ladies and gentlemen. And a weapon fashioned of the enemy against us, may it return back to the enemy's thousandfold. Long life, goodness, healing is our portion. Long life is our portion.